Na mo akwaba edewa ba KOFI TV so ye ba bedi enkomo na enkomo ye enkomo bi a medi kan etizi kakra ewo social media Facebook specifically no comments ana eba ene interest na ewo enkomo eba bedi ho no na ewo soro yi pa yentie yi opani oyobi a waben ewo trono suane ne che wasan de aye adwuma ye osofo san kirade awo chiro no nti ase ne se de wasem esite na oye hwehwemu bi e de tudwa se metie ne nsem ne yi a na je se wobetumi aware boroba ako a ware saa no pese o kire na me se obi a chiro no nso ye nti ase mu ne de enkire saa eba ne sen no de saa nkyemu yi e de eba weni nkomo a yeba na yeba bedi no enwumre na mejidi se along the line maybe phone lines no e de amanti se wo yo sofo na ubetumi aboa yen ame yehu se entesa na edusa abre na ba joto points no na watumi adwan ne mpese e be wie no na fe ebi frame na KOFI mpese me ne papa ne be ye debate da bi yeah joto points edru ho a ye bie yen lines na watumi abeka ye ho ne mom mamensa infanto dwa se yenua anoche supremo said the dodo na munim no ene Lumba Junior nyame adom oguso a doctor for oguso eboa no o improve wo na pomoden ho ensemu ene ntia besere se obi a ignore room obi a echisu se wafiri mu anoche supremo etiase onwuye mo amwa yes stories na ya na asema mbisa ne se ntisese mo bo mpa ye se onwu na mo asema mo kan ne mra mu ana edu ba bi a Ghana e true negative story aye na omanfo ahunu se ohia sika ohia mwa na yaboa no de bia fa achi ne o ma ye se wowu na kese nipa opeso obo bia no ebi send me messages KOFI na nka me send this car komo mo India na matese wowu na tese we free mu. I don't know what we gain from doing such negative stories. One day measure that na ma assess Ghana for the way I tie ya dwen edu ba bia nkoyi papa. But I know your topic no ntime mo aye clear say anochi supremo etiase bompa ye fata na chi sika na benya fa bita na chi na mo mempa ye say onwu say be ya story na wasem bia o kan ye no emrem eba ne sa woni ba ifo difference bia enim ansa me do opani ye di ache no mentwa me ho sima ba akopɛ emra sɛ wo hwɛ e wo TV Africa so a ye mo akwaba na ye se kan ye ho e wo sa enchechemu a yeba benya emu intwa homra
se wo pen computer school beboa teachers no wa abotre no betimi a kire wa eno an Islam Technologies omu US ni abrochire de number betimi a reach ni 571-379-8933 number ni 571-379-8933 Ghana so the other number ni 054-687-5600 number ni 054-687-5600.
Whenever you're grinding or climbing and the energy's low, rolling, moving and grooving and the things go slow, whether chilling with your lover or on fire for dough, if you need a break, holla, bite, smile and flow. Mama Royal Chocolate is the way to go. From 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For work, friends, family, oh, that's for sure. Mama Royal Chocolate, hey, give me some more.
Delicious.
Incredible edible happiness. Cocoa Ashenum. It's your Mama Royal Chocolate, dear. It must be the world's richest real chocolate made from 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For bulk purchase, ring 0501-322-584. That's 0501-322-584. For the family and friends and workmates too, Mama Royal, Ahunkawamutu.
Delicious.
Pastor Daniel Sean ene ne din na wahye that na say ayenhwehwemu ewom se owanigidie oye kristoni okwa asore a wo ye nadwuma wosan kirade ewo suapon ahodo no wakire bi wo ahodo ne nyina mu efa twro no nti ase ne se de esi eye adwuma efa na ne tro krata watwro de aba no ensem ewom no ebi wo ho a ese ye ne no edi ho enkomo ne titu ene se obeka se enye bone se obi ebe ware ebro baako aja yamakwaba
yeja
empombo ko de
Yesu adaroma
yeda sepa nso se wanya bre amaye no bibi sa se school be na sese o chade
sisi am chade o Dominion University College.
Okay.
Yeah. Sprintex Road.
Sprintex Road.
Yeah.
So for Penny Archbishop. Sorry.
Yeah.
School.
That's
okay.
right.
Okay.
That's
okay.
right.
Okay. Okay. And now share them.
Oh, theological courses.
Okay.
So, theological courses, church history, hermeneutics. Any courses I any be ani nyina fa Christosomne Bible la sua a church ni ade. The courses in there make us make ani nyina edos. Yeah.
Edine kan wo hwehwe mu a waye ebi wo ha e bisa se eba ne sen ede an na ama aba ne se enne ebi ana na oho dada but eba se obetumi aware bro baako ye na nanom de anim se no omoye but hro no de mu no edu ebi kura ebi se ebe ye kura men nka men ware kura ebi nso se o da bi obema bi a onya na yire empo ye se opese o ye safopani kura wa sori mu a enhihye e wo ho no se wo ye oba baako ekunu eba ne sen e na afi de wo ma yati asese ntesa
the wo kan sisi e wo sisi obi pese o ye peni wa safu no mu a onye oba baako de ekunu no bi so onye asafu peni so e de na Bible na kafa
okay
so atiase eye adie bia ye be fa ne se ye be toy eye Christosomo a eye Europeans no e de ba Africa no kan chira omo de be chire yen no se Christo ni se se wo yere ba ko but emre bebre twem samre no Bible no e be di ya yensem yesu yetumi kan yesu yetumi tiase yetumi ye interpretation inti enya me nko a na mehu nnwoma bi ewo Bible no mu a eno ne dia brofo no ka kire no enhia we call way back in the early 20th century. There was this Presbyterian friend Ephraim Amu.
Yeah.
So what in India is a musicologist.
Yeah.
I don't know Shas he say yem botrini na yem fin you nyame aye e wa sorry fie. Asori his prejudice asori on TV that say e bo botrini. Omo de na omo adwene say e bo organ. Eno an ye de besum Nyankopon. But also as an African onim say in African tradition ye botrini ye sa ye dede ye huri. Now it will interest you to know say we Jewish tradition. E be Yesu fi ba ye na. The one you praises near the it say di pepe. Bible cracker say David omu yi rade ye mo saya mane to my friend crap pie. And anya sa unti. Aha. But obroni ne ba ye no. For whatever reason he felt to say ye culture no bibia ye bia na ya bosom sem di anto nchine. Na ye for no European no ono ne de. So na ono ban European tradition and culture they kuta on they say under European law every citizen of the Roman Empire I saw wo yere back Roman law any Bible no musa me can bio a Roman law the whole of Europe no at a certain point in their history they were under the control of the Roman Catholic Church. So the Roman Catholic Church also assumed total control when the Roman Empire collapsed AD 476. And the Roman Catholic Church, nyasa kunyana will take control of Europe, no more stabilizing Yoma. Until for them, it was European culture and tradition mixed with their understanding of the Bible. What you say? And now, they took for over 1,000 years. In the answer na missionaries eba African na the almost no bebre na kaze no munim say e your culture what I say na dwen here ni say e Christianity nti to be a Christian no as say we share cassock and say we preach as say we bokola and say we preach na school say fe dware on school e fe dware on nti asofo bi say me so tabe mo share bubu ni adenti or disqualify. And no Ephraim Amukoye bi way back in the 1930s. And no free kente Come, any jumper, white, no freak in Tegusu, or do quite sorry, them say, or Kokanyamias, almost suspended over 2 years because we freak it. And they are called sorry, them so Kokanyamias. This is our history. And then, so for be freak and take up preaching, who bet me I can say, I want. Indeed, there are so many things, a brofunen, almost Western Christianity by and your culture. And no more fra gospel no and no more brain yesu so yaji but the time has come it started not today. African Bible scholars, churchmen, theologians I started say you may be brave be catch yehwehwem ye the Bible na to the yehwem say san the Bible no kan na inti san hwehwemu ni bi and na meme ye ya bi hu say Bible ni yenka obi bia eni ba bia me say Genesis to Revelation eni ba bia say we Christo ni na ware mi no why boni and now we Christo ni ba na wo to aware so a why bo eni Bible ni so obi nim be bia wa ye wo hey on frɛ so obi tumi a omra on be join here no nkyere be bia wo eni
wa hwehwem every Genesis copying Revelation but be anywhere kyerɛ untimi nware mienu oba ntimi ntaware yaso
minua hwɛ problem a yewo sisi a abo 7 apa ho ebo be 8 kokwame nkroma circle ho na wo free ho a ko Togo embassy area ho na other places won kra okotema the same ukokumasi the same ukotakrade all over apart from northern part of Ghana wana no very conservative. The southern part of Ghana ube kwana juno young ladies and come ujinja kwa what I say or shebema woman is canon in akoda adintra because a man adosu a chain man and Ghana hanosusu dodo na Christopher and run me to radio so be cause see no statistics no cra say a Christopher Ghana 71%. Now we are the majority. Now most so much sorry no mu teach say be me bia ware baako omaji atu e ma na omaka no omonye den onyi ohia be ma wona brabom obi one ne be bobra be ma bi obeso no mu amane dwetri whatever it is wo so asoro no wo say be ma bia ware baako nti yomo ma boro so no e na omujinja kwa ho sa de wi ansa no bu ni ne be ba na ni ha what you say
ne nanom
ye na no mpini efie bie ni wa ombe pini mo mo baba e be kwakọ boss abra no e ba sa pe ebusie enye oba no nko o e ka ebusie ni nyina dachi bia ye mo be me bia ma ne bank ware ofio because sa nkofo we omo ye dwuma mbofo ye mpini ma nko ware wo ono oba no wo fese den ye mpini ntititi no na ye na na no omo nim sa ne omo we nyina omo bo no omo nim Kristo nso omo nim kwaya ye faso a ye botre ne bra in order to prevent some of these things from happening no so oba no so aware na say be ma bi be ware na so no toso mienu miensa nye no ne ye ka gi hia ni say oba no so aye den ware wa wo ne ma asem bi ni o e na omde ti o na ne si ya Christopher ye ni ebie ye be ware baako so ye ware baako ye girlfriend secret na me catch you say me ye research Yesu nka obibia o Bible no say obeye Kristonia ware baako pe nti se wo yere baako na for one reason or the other we hu say ehia se obenya oba foforo abeka ho a na nu ntie sansa asore ne say ese so wo yere baako penti wo yere baako na so underground wo girlfriend na me catch her wo say Sao ba na o she background. Ko ne koye ne ho ade. Na ono so nya wo yire ne yini pie. Na ma oba na enum nyam. Me fa ne sha underground.
Come away there, Honorable Canada Japan tea and any vegetable.
I hope so.
It's an no dogs.
Mashisha nachi. The person be command me book.
Command book. But yen share a body a chassis.
Yeah.
Yen tia see mu ne trono de can say edin true mu and then yankopon ede Adam. Eko duae. Na chi and na ho eba mu. Emo hunu say Adam nko entumi ntena enti oyi ne mfempade de ye Eve eka no. Nyame anka say Adam nko ntumi ntena enti oyi ne mfempade mienu de ye Eve mienu de aka no fi Adam spe Eve mienu. Eve ba ko no de ma no. Na che say ye fa no sa translation na ye nti asemu ne say nyame enim say oba ba ko na ye ma yen nti na Adam breso no oyi oba ba ko de ma no. Se nyame peni mienu anko de mienu na ma Adam. San chiremu sei eba o difference be say.
Oh, sa ma discuss the o kan ye o book no. No so ni argument omo kasatia our dodo no use for a long time. But no kre wo mu ni say ye wo Bible no. So ye wo rules of interpretation. You will quite first to interpret it. You won't mean fana won can try what you say. Indeed, so what can say when you coupon ebo or baba ena or the ma bear mana and into your coupon a dream. When I walk home,
sana,
so say, Sanu,
Sana Yame, ye, like I said,
Sano Genesis chapter 1, verse 29 ono. Onyankopon so ni fiti ase no. Woni meduane o ka say yendi. Adam and woni meduane na omudi. They were vegetarians. Yeah. Omudi fruits and vegetables. Adam and they are now. Na je say di onyankopon hihye ma ye no. Nye ne ye. Ubi a oberi na bia obekọ bunzam yem. Because in fiti ase no, na say yendi fruits and vegetables. In fiti ase no, Adam said the o kan. Onyankopon yi Eve ni fi.
Na mfempade
nti eno ana ekoso opa ba yi ni fi won fi anase asesa Adam and Eve na wo kan abro nyankopon de ombo mu no ye naked ananya sa
no me naked
ana na wo shatade me so me shatade ti ye bia ye shantade ye nya sa no nyankopon ifiti ase no na ope no nti aye bone se ye sha ye interpret Bible sa. There are rules. Genesis story na Moses training na ebi na we raise obi si say mesumisi say osi mesisi say as an interpreter we be say say nti no kra na hin da ati ase nti ubekọ children of Israel for no Moses Bible Old Testament no o trauma o Genesis na ye kan o trauma o nti ebekọ Israel for no ye ko bisa o say sa Troya Moses Troya. In fact, Old Testament you show Hebrew. And English, Hebrew.
Okay.
Na you could be sa Hebrew for say. Sa Adam in story na Moses trauma mono. Na dia na Moses e person catch them. Na Moses so moti ase sen. Na mudi ye adwuma sen. I want anti ase ni wo.
Enti no, wo de mu no. Enya ade esi e na mo me story.
Men ka say esi ya na say esi e. Me say you perceive interpret the Moses Troy na. Ye interpretation wa kra. We perceive we interpret any aspect of the Constitution of Ghana. Una we professor wa being said then into intra land. Now we interpret. What the Ghana Supreme Court justice in the catcher say you got the letter correct, but you missed the spirit. Why? Because there's a spirit behind the Ghanaian constitution. The spirit in the say, even though there is a letter there, it captures the cultural values of the Ghanaian people, the spiritual aspirations, our hopes, our economic life, our prosperity, all that we hope to become is enshrined in the constitution. Inti judge no to no interpreting because he is a Ghanaian. Onim your cultural values into onim the oye. Oh, for Europe now to one way interpretation now. Oh, maybe is a way travel. Correct to say, oh, you got the letter correct, but the hano we need penny kasa. Even though what's a mere day, and so the Brasium and the Casachen. What I say? Because there is a cultural aspect to it, there's a spirit to it. In 2% we interpreted the Moses Troy now. Don't worry. You be called Jew for no. A yomodia. You could be some say. Sa Adam a new story ya Moses Choma mono. Na moti asiye saying. Na mudi ye Juma saying. Because mona yemodia. Na wo call Jew for no wa. No be mu say. Omo interpreti to mean say. Bema to me worry back. Bema to me say worry me no anamiesa. We didn't can catch you. Say Moses no true. Adam a new story nankasa. No we yenu mienu. Our Bible no nyame na make our Bible no. No we yenu mienu. Moses sent through Exodus chapter 21 verse 10. Say wow go for you otosu mienu no. Make sure say wo first wife no ne didie na taade shem bibi oditiri beto sebio awarefo mu mpamu gutamudie mema no mbo is there. I just say provision has been made for a man to take an additional wife. And ya Uba Leviticus chapter 18 verse 18 or say so person worry about fufro e kan wo yire no ho a make sure say oba fufro onye wo yire no order na ninua enye sa jealousy beba enuafo no ntem is there. So you see all guidelines. Uba Deuteronomy chapter 25 from verse 5 or say nuanom te ho na say bakuwu a ni nua no obedi na de no onware ne yere no so nka ho e wo Bible no na oni sa oba no wo a nkwala no onfa ne ntu ni nua na awewu no se ne be ya ni nua no ni din enkoyera e wo ebusia no e wo Bible no it mean material evidence say Bible no it endorses polygamy. Also dia wo de Jew for na de ne omo dia no e na omo kire the way a omo de ye edwuma na afi ehin na wo say Christo need to be worry me no and I say Jidi need to be worry me e wan
na a man say omo nso timi worry me no ana
you see at the current year oba into me worry me no ni say wo hwe Bible no ma a ye Jidi for ye de guide your life na ye hu o Bible no bebia so oba aware mbema mi no. Number 2 yen ye culture mu no ti say Jew for them e ye bema ene kopisa oba na si fi ne busuafo ho na omo gini tuma wakoye oba no ho ade na waware no de na ba betena ne nchen se ne yere oba ni sa Bruni beke se prerogative. Oba nware bema, oba ntumi nkoye bema ho ade. Pati ase nti wo oba no ntumi enware bema na ode natural na wase akọ bako enyi. Na oba bia so a bema aware wo no. Wo papa ana se wo papa representative ana ebusua peni ene de wo ma aware. Bema fufuro bia ba wa bra wo aware ase na so oba se obeware omo mpeni. If you say oba no why dada na wo oba susu wo worry me no enye because so wo fa yefunu a e wan ba because abofra de zi ehun ni papa no no to din ono no baba to abofra ni din nti se wo ni mbema mienu na esan a ada obewo no confusion be si ebusia no be dwa omai no nti no oba yes a ye friend e dwa mai bofo.
Okay, nti oba ne boy adwaman.
Well, bema so boy adwaman.
Okay. AJ adwuma e High Life Radio. Kwasi Kofi, bisarama me say if you have a wife and more than one side chick and also or your oba o wasi me say o yere maybe or more than one side chick and also
make me din kan say yama ya ti ase say wo yiri mi no e bone nti na nkofo bebre for one reason or the other or one yiri nsusu or side chick a secret. The only person who him say he or she is in a polygamous relationship e your yiri no wo fie onu pe na enim papa na kasa bi onim so wo ma mi no ana mienza girls no so mu nim say papa no wo yiri tifie nti they all know say they are in a polygamous relationship or you not tifie no say me pino mi kunu wari mi nu onu pe na dwe ne say she is in a monogamous relationship nti na make catch her say Bible no onka wo bibia say untumi wari mi
pacha wo hwe na wo quotation bi ampacha ye ntem ne fa bre visa me kan mo comments no kwadwo osu amoatensi bo hobiem ye de ho Ibrahim Adu Watikovi is talking about Levi's law. The all can hear levy for Emra.
Your friend leverage, yeah, levy.
Okay.
Leverage law.
Leverage. Okay, I think that is your train. No.
Okay.
Ben Gary was but we all do DNA to know the child's father. You know, say Obano so mem or worry me na say omunyina so ne wo akora na obetumi akwa DNA no mahu de akora na ye ne papa.
Now after that in DNA basi. Remember me you obi an worry Obano. Because me because Obano only faithful.
Neil Labo say, God bless you, Pastor. Can we date 3 girls as well? Onya papa. Onka say date or say worry. Richmond Adansi Bediako was say Adam was having second wife. Near friend. Is it Lilith? Is it Lilith? Name that name there. Was say men want everything for themselves. I said, you want it for yourselves.
No, that's not the case. You see, people say, why did you do this research? Madam Fusof will say, I saw for now we will go with me a true book on prayer and now fasting and now faith. And I'm a teacher of faith. I preach about faith. I preach about faith for a long time. But you see, as a scholar, and you look at problems in our society and then you try to find out the causes of the problem and then you find out how can this problem be solved. That is what scholarship is about. At the university, it is all about say you be problems that you face you Ghana ha na yati problem na se na yahwehwe kwan a yebetumi afaso e dey solve problem. That's all it is. Into wo hwe my woman, and you America, and man over 3 million. In the UK, over 1 million. Ghana, very soon, we are going to have a serious problem on our hands. Now, of course, in the churches, some years suffer.
Okay.
Ma sorry me who's our problem nibi.
Omutugu bema no so na.
Yes, omutugu bema no wo yire. Nso osena no ho fe na waso ware onni kunu. No wa ye lie. No ne hihia wo. Yes, but say you can credit children say, "Ubetu worry me no nya bone a."
O de wa hia no beka ho.
Enka ne o ware ne preko ne nya him say ne osimesi ne yiri me no. But yes, we yiri ya baako. O say okay, majiatum. But the man has the capacity. O bibia, o nedwuma, o sika, o bibi obetimi dia hwe. E ma mienu. Ubehu kra no we kosi dan ama. Your friend is side chicken. Na ne yiri no go ni. Inti ade na won kan okra ni nkyere ho na saa ye maya o maya ha o mabuso o ware oba ware pe to a large extent do no ware pe no wire calm and clean the street and by remove them from this.
Yes, so mo ma ware ho
yo inti kofi ugidi say ye maya o mo jinjin kwan hu be ma bi ehie oba bi no say sister me person me ware me wo single room bi ana chamber hall bi e wo bobo bi mame e wo nkran
wo amasama
o fanko fanko pese wo jai se djuma wo na me ma 3,000 Ghana cedis first start bibi kakra ne yenhwe se ekọ enima me di kakra be so ama na why bibi ana ye store kakra bi e wo bibi a wote no na tonton provisions ne ade kakra na yenhwe after 1 year no nyame ye me adom a me di another sika kakra be sia hye me dwuma na akọ ogidi se mani bi bro jo onye yima no onye
ebi be
yes but ya catch her and say who do me your second wife Now no mo come no mo yan. Remember no mo come man no geja o mo yan. If the population of Ghana 71% are Christians, why mo na go? What is the majority of people who go there?
The Christians.
Yeah, the Christians. So you see, we are playing the hypocrite. We are playing the hypocrite.
But the being so say, you don't know back or crown. I come home and cry a day. Uncle Family, you know.
Indeed, you can't say, and your bonia, young castle be as I say, your bonity. Send your warrior go be or whose own is can do or drain on what in the baby. You doing him raw, cotor, docunubina, you make be unwaiting or you know. Obi so ha, or shana hornia, or you meet me our back. As in being. But Obi so ha, or shana hornia, obey me, I share ma, me and son 9. What do I say? And I make catcher or say Bible on can say more being worry me, any Bible. I mean, your war a hordia. Obey me, I worry me, no me and son 9 are shown. She in sin quite. You should go ahead and marry them. Instead, so shine the ground, no chimpana. We will work upon them.
David Ajimandia quotation or dear Bahano, me this about why my two as empire, the two don't crown, Chimumi and San, a copem and chrono. And I say, what I say, Pharisee Fono, echo. Okay, came to him and tested him by asking, is it lawful to divorce one's wife for any cause? He answered, have you not read that he who created them from the beginning made them male and female, and said, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one. What therefore God has joined together, let no man separate. They said to him, why then did Moses command one to give a certificate of divorce to I think one or NDA, but or drive out to the fact to say the two shall be one. So yes. When the man marries 3, would they still be one?
You see, the can't catch you say Bible no. We interpretation. There are rules of interpretation. Some of the Kasabia Yatro Bible no, they friend figurative language. Figurative. Until you can say when a man marries a woman, the two shall become one flesh. And no one say a literal. You can say literal. Nature say, oh, interphobia be warm no boom. Siamese twins. No, they are 2 different people, but they are sharing one flesh. That's literal. But Bible, they all come a figurative. And yet literal. Meaning so worry, I will be a worry tradition check out me my worry.
Na me ba ka
me ti say me yiri nia.
Okay.
Are we one flesh? In the literal sense?
No, in the literal sense. No.
It's figurative. Do we be say figurative no the back I can get kasakwa. Kasakwa so ye de banyansafo and the interpret and anyesa. Do we be say e kire sen.
But they are asofo ya moka say se nyame honhom ankyere wase a wonte ase enti obi hwe sisi akrobeka say we interpretation no eye canal eye honam mu enye honhom
masa nyabotre obi o kasa no you see me te hei me e Kristo no me e born again 1979 born again me receive Holy Ghost baptism me cat tongues 1980 I can't 1 year, now me can't tongues 40 years. Me this for from 1996. Now me started to me preaching. Me go so preaching, and they will frame me. Now me was sorry, me feel sorry for you. Okay. And your ma onyankopon afa yeso aye, me be preaching. Nya no ne ka wa hanne. Yes, you still aye wo gidie num. What I say? Nti wo ka se honhom na yeso ye wo honhom num. Omo tie ye preaching na pedi adanse say osimesi krisosom no nyamesuro konkron ye still okutem. What I say?
Okay.
Indeed, want to mean fat spirit keke in the name of spirit. Now ma Bible the interpretation be a open. Whatever interpretation you give to the Bible, you will be a friend of theological consistency. As I say, the Bible na canon is what I say. Bible neka say that shall not steal. And you're consistent from Genesis to Revelation. Ube who say and you're consistent. Bible won't count or Genesis said that shall not steal. No go do Matthew or say who say we hear coins Joshua which will do coin and when I'm correct. No, Bible doesn't do that. There is consistency. Into whom to me you see spirit. Now won't find my interpretation. Whatever you are saying, no, it should be consistent with the teaching of the Bible. What did I mention? Inti ubia wo say Bible no say the
me no be kan bo no ma ba ko.
Na me catch
1
me na me catch you say no enye literal eye figurative. Nti we say say figurative language no na expressing. The no person chere say yengu aware. Matthew 19 na working kind. That's the whole story. Okay. It's about marriage and divorce. Okay. And no question no be bisa Yesu. And no more kan ya na Yesu. Kaso if it is any yes anu Nyankopon e hihye. No de omo call Genesis chapter 2 verse 24. Na wo call baby Nyankopon e hihye aware na. Wo be hu so Nyankopon hihye aware when making provision for divorce. Genesis one of Moses Troy creation. Divorce in New York. And then the Yesu do omo call say in the beginning it was not so. No say understand that here the Moses can say yen trust certificate ni mfa nja oba no kwan. No say makoma ye din, maso ye din. Moses wakasa wabre. No say okay, my bre munko, ye mpesa mu ye bia monye. But if it say na nye den, Nyankopon hihya aware na ntisa. Nti who can call to obeka just say, therefore what God has then put together, let no man do what? Separate them. What is he talking about? He's talking about marriage, divorce, and the binding nature, the permanence. Oh, worry, no yunguno. Problem here, baby.
Oh, you don't know what I'm saying.
Me hear back.
I didn't say. So I say me no me and say.
Me say.
I
feel now okay.
Okay. Now then, when you for being count, so we mugu say okay, omunya wanke.
You see, question is a very good question. But baby, I'm a kasebia. Bisa a question. Who say as a researcher, who call into your office and as a laboratory and a baby and as a way research na. Sebi you enye wo ankasa wo hunti and a way research. But you have identified a problem in the society. And our year research say problem we better than solve it. I cry if you better than solve it. Yes, I don't just mean I'm because you run.
Okay.
But you better than solve the problem. Scientists be so laboratory or year research say obinya cure for AIDS. Or the AIDS by. And now our AIDS in the or cure. No, but there's a problem. That is the training in academics. That's the training. We are trained to identify problems and find out how we can solve the problems. Sebio Bill Gates or America every year will release hundreds of millions of dollars at the Africa in the fight against malaria. The baby sounds and Bill Gates or malaria ni biana other on Africa na ombenya malaria ni bina ni sikana or de mano wanu medroni. He doesn't need it. He has identified the problem. No for say nyamiama na dumbi, nyamiama ni sikebi, obetumi yibi e de aboa. Oso omoso monje. Nti wo kọ pharmacies ni ade na malaria tablets bi. We have bon say wo flat card bi so sa. You will be a war box me different pharmaceutical companies. But Bill Gates the sponsor no. You turn about 5 cedis. By natural fact you cost about 35 cedis or 40 cedis. But Bill Gates she cannot be supporting until 5 cedis. Or malaria. Wakajo say ni bush ni bi benya malaria. but he has seen a problem and he thinks he say obi to me aye bibi afa ho
challenge de beba se sia na me hu fe ka Isaac message and o say Kofi me me de na hwe wo interview e wo yen TV so wo ye dan mu ha oba ne se interview we de ontie jealousy pa na ye mai bi say Africa mai obetimi apne se de wo chire mu be ma no ko ware bia be ka ho. Where do we put jealousy? Where do we put human part of it? No?
Kofi, November last year, and you celebrate International AIDS Day. Ghana hano almost celebrate Volta region. Mankobi, but me say First Lady, American ambassador or chargé d'affaires, Chinese ambassador, National AIDS Commission, Pennsylvania, they were in the Volta region to celebrate. Fortunately for me, Masore Babako or a photojournalist, no. The following day, which was a Sunday, Obasanjo was, hey, so for as you may see, program na say last day, last person no be kasaya. And no be peja ubuji wo program na say. No see, AIDS na ya kan wa sema ka. One of the reasons in there cause spread at the point na bafo asenye peja bio. And he say, asori ni gusu insist say, be me bi anware baako. No problem. Hey, oba bi o wa yo that's what me too. Oba bi o wa will do a certain stage in her life. She's no longer interested in sex. Her natural. Oba bi o heti menopause. When you're interested in sex. Now I feel I problem amano. Because chemicals now want the body hormones in those days or young release or what desire whatever article. Fortunately or unfortunately, yeah man, your sex drive.
Abraham Denibi.
A dupe kwa kuziwe. Ntubo za ware no. Be man no person ni nyankuta hundie. Oba no say I'm not in the mood. It me desire na tension. Abafio. Momo for you know. Because a young comma ombedi mo watibi. A young piemu nkomo. Be man no person o release. The year no say I'm not in no. So economics. Demand and supply. Asia. Inti memma ni bebre no mo yere no kodu sam pempenso no so a. E sense on person tension. E bebe fie wonti. Quietly. Wafa girlfriend. Inti ene okọ edwuma ba. Say the office secretary na ene girl o say edwuma girl bi o na ni gine ho no na negotiate no ene girl. Inti onya ne sexual satisfaction no from the young woman. Nti oba the penin on ha no. Oba no so oh mi kun de oti asemaze. But girl no be man no worry no. Wo worry na wa bona transie. Be me bia man nchen, be me bia oba no be careful because oba no owukunu. But won worry no. Nti say young girl no, ono so onye sure about you. Nti ono so e wo boyfriend. Dachi bi onimi say boy no, nyoma tutu ya obe worry. Boy no so nkoye ne ho ade o but na no keke no de aka. Boy no so bi o two girlfriends or hwe we. The other girlfriend ono so wo boyfriend.
Ayeka.
Nti ube hunu na there is a long sex chain. Nipa be 40 50.
Hey.
And the dim. Inti 8 no bakutia. Wo housewife na wuti na wo wadwen so o mi kun de. Wo na ubenya wuti fia na ye de abraw. You are at risk. Inti sofo no ko resume book we e wo conference na se sa na mete e no challenge asofo no say hwe munye careful o na one wife no enyo me koso wo muchi na mema na omo si omo yire mba ko a omo wo girlfriends no omo mo nkra na ema esin ye den es ready nti mo hwe ni nti se wo yo ba na se wudu sam pempenso no mi ka se mi jo na mi okumase December ya na ye program jealousy asem ya by o radio so na mami be free o si ni be line mami ni free o say obonidin no say I am a master's degree holder na me kra me say where's a master's degree asem I hold an MBA, I work in a bank. My husband is also a PhD holder. He is a obonidin, he holds a PhD. No, see, I have allowed my husband to take a second wife. Now I say, wow. Because all along, we don't go for argument and they say, a man only a dume one kosuku na nikunu shen so no ni baby a konti na wa brain was not wasa. This is a woman who owns an MBA. She works in a bank. Onisika. She doesn't need money from the man. Owisika. The man is but I say, I have permitted my husband to take a second wife. No was in his hand say, wow, how did that happen? No, say yes, the pastor, what the pastor said. I permitted my husband to take a second wife because I want to be sure. Say, Sebikunu onimi nchen a owo sa oba fufuru wi nchen sa oba no so oyeyere mo nyempna wakofa yare bi e dia bremi oba metifie no nti mama me kun kwan se onware ba konkan no see ni kun ka kire se no person ka kire no se o person ware ba ko ba do suru no ba no ka kire ni se okay oba na o person ware no onfa ne mbro person ohunu ne so ohunu na so no so na komomu ogitu mu a ekwan bi eni ho problem bi eni ho e na be ma ne di oba ne bae na ohu oba no ampa na komomu no ogi oba ne tum nti o ma ne kun kwan se onko ware no.
Hey,
it's happening.
We are in an ideal situation.
Where did
all things being equal?
Why ideal? This is somebody who is thinking beyond what you call just jealousy, petty jealousy. Your safety, your life is at risk.
If you don't allow polygamy, your life is at risk.
It depends. O say mema no. Obia so need capacity. Obi o ha say bi o baba kon kra do so je so ma no. Obi so o ha ni said you make din kan. We do mbembenzo bi a. She's not interested in sex. Hey, mema sa sex drive na tie mu. E wo de tie. Bema obo so bema kama e wo so popo oni ni made akoda. Wodun won say popo we bema kama uhuni yire kama oni made wonti ase. What you say? Wonti ase. Bema would deprive no of sex. Sex would deprive. Obey ye di eni so ye. Oyi obi nu no. So no why? Na abrofo no omomo ka kire yen say me enware mi ni miensa. Omo no. Omo ware 1 year 2 years no mo ja ware. O ware fufuro 2 years no we jai o ware fufuro. Eno na eden your friend is saying
eno ye buffet.
Okay.
Diwe kakra.
John, ono no be ka kire o say wo ware ni no wire boni no. Ono ware a o jai no ware fufuro. Na eno eden wo so ware ni no ana miensa. Ene ye your friend serial polygamy. In series or worry in series and to so but yeah African yeah culture and penisa and Jewish traditions society and penisa because who worry oba no ja oba na oba no what I say especially say if you are anymore wahan in the situation you want ma bebre young girls cry almost so pressure umbenya bema ware no ba ware no ni ara kwanim edu bebi na o si ejawa wahan pa in African tradition yesa you stay with the woman, you live together. If you want to take a second one, go ahead, but we know you know no entrance one nenka manenti ase o si o adwa me hu se na se wo bre e kasa kwon na se wo bre ne yere no so entity no mo se e yere no bi pu omo na o hwehwe oba e maniku o hwehwe oba bia obu ade on be create problem
but it is no no mo say if you say almost say etwekro kum kwatie wo say the entina no mpe bi
you see there there are sociological issues. So there are sociological issues. One here, Obama, one here, will be good in mass. So about you could do something, so now she's no longer interested in sex. A natural, I share that. A natural. So one here, will be good in mass. Indeed, to cut everything short. A baby, I will worry. I worry about one. I said, be in you. Almost in a camera, and yet first wife and the second wife, I said, or Bana or Bano, or your dad and the sister Penny. Into respect, be as or the mano. Or the mano. I said, Sarah, and yes, I know. Exactly. Okay. So, Genesis 16, and of Hagar. And Bible says, and Sarah took Hagar, her maid, and gave her to Abraham for a wife. Or the man say, because problem like you can no and be the same thing the Nazi. Sarah will be 80 years. Or 90 years. Abraham is off fire. And no bar with the 80 years. Who was a star? Oh, by that time you knew for a flat. Feeling being in the body. No, who's a nukunuzu or no only body no different. No, pick is our bar. So about we know not in money. So on worrying. And no worrying. But if we are to go by this, then where will we put wedding? If we say wedding, they are back. Traditionally, they are working in ano. Even Ghana, Mremukrano. Traditionally, they are not sell room no. But enya ko eba more software nim. Enya ka for better for worse na. E kire say odu menopause no nyi feelings kura na atina home. Sofo. My friend sofo. Me book here me chori. Yeah. There's the second one, and also you researched. Okay. Nyame adoma this year be launch. Na hope say munyi na mbeba better. Me throw on wedding. Wedding na yeah. Any Bible? Teacher. Yes. Say wedding in Bible. Sir, your friend marriage under ordinance. Yeah. Any Bible no. A European tradition. Tell you. Hey. European tradition and culture. Any Bible no. A Europe for culture. Omo warrior no. And it started in the 13th century. Book in the bar. Me yini na go. The see ya. The European Church, the Roman Catholic Church, taking decisions. Say, wow, you Christian be by warrior for a warrior of a brass sorry them. Now, as Bishop on Shazo, me training na. And Nina nya biblical. Any Bible no. The Europeans had the problem. And in an attempt to solve the problem, and we introduce her at the end of your friend wedding. Say Fawareno, bra, sorry them. The young tutumano. Who gives this woman's hands in marriage? No, Biaka say, I do. There was a reason for that. The Europeans had the problem and they wanted to cure that problem. And nobody wedding, and the church stepped in to help society to solve the problem. And nobody wedding the Bible. Okay. Now you decide you will bar. Maybe your person worry about sorry, you better to know. You be who will be you fee. You be who will solve the problem. Now the question is, if wedding was introduced by the church in Europe to solve a particular problem in Europe, a problem peculiar to the European situation, the question is, yeah, African Christians, sa yare na Europe for yare, you yare ni bia na. What is my question, Nazi? Na say, you were yareni be a yare ben. See, you need yareni be swa. At then a woman obey draw. Our no creative or they say yare be. Now, we yare only be. Now, no me draw no my day. Oh, no, in Tiasia prayer woman anything. And now, say, Nana, it is a church of Pentecost. Yeah, almost say now, pre-wedding photo shooting. Would you be book? No, I would address them. And it's a good step they are taking. Not only should they stop those wedding, it should be optional. Okay. Wow, person we European type of marriage. go ahead. Wosu so we African. Ah, would you say ofra Yesu frame me no. On ka say mean to me African tradition and culture and training. Na me nkofa European tradition and sa na mabaye Christoni. Tieni o. Yesu fraud ya frame me ne wo. Of fraud ya frame Chinese ni. Of fraud ya frame Japanese ni. Of fraud ya frame Arab ni. Of fraud Yesu ya frame Eskimo ni. On kan kire ne say ono ni culture otimu no. On tonchini. Non kofa European for culture and sa na ni Christo sum edimu Yesu nkasa. Inti me pese wo ti ase say wedding na ye no e European culture ni Yesu nka say obia oba ne nchen onko ware European culture ansana na ware no edimu eni Bible no musa. Inti a time is going to come, and that is what I'm pushing with my second book. Wedding everything. Oko Bible man in John we was say you see wedding BC wo Canaan year 2 Yesu ye to nkrama oba e wono ko dane nsu no eye wine
when I come here
sa wedding ne won ana marriage ceremony ne won enye European marriage ceremony eye Jewish marriage ceremony
ana ne ye na ofie Ghana ye na ofie.
Thank you. Jewish marriage
but ye de no Ghana de no e ana ye say eno ye knocking you see a traditional way into no
normal friend engagement.
It's wrong. Any engagement, yeah.
That is the real thing. I want a busiano isia. Na obano ne busiane bema ne busia isia. Na nti ase ye adwuma. Na ye de obano ye de na ma. Ye be didi. Ye be no monsa, ye be bonyum, ye nigida.
So for ba bompa.
Thank you. Eduanina yedi wo. You see, people don't know. I'm addressing all of this in the book. Eduanina yedi wo. A covenant meal. Apam eden. Edidi ni yedi no. Na nan say, musi engage won so makofa oba bi na obe kasa no yi ni o ma no mo sere. Me say, hey, me show mu din, me say you don't understand. You are an African, you don't understand your culture. Sa de na e koso na nya agro na yedi. Eduanina yedi a covenant meal. Ye ke busia na bom. Oba ne busia ne bema ne busia that day no ne ye ka mo abom ma be ye baako asem bia to oba ne busia to bema ne busia to bema ne busia to oba ne busia nti be hwa yen yamamre mu no na yen gya ware basa problem this year be before to me transit mama nka se mi ncho that ya madam fu bi nya issue e bia no hwe me ena oka se mi nkoja no aware se mi ya ye tuka fi ha ko another region min body ya ka sem na ayedin ba si on pini be ja ware on pini be ma na ka bibia o ba si on pini busiafo we kan we busiafo pini ni se bitumi na yesi asem no bitumi na yesi so bitumi na yesi so case adjourned. Ano o peso ogua ware na oba no pesi egua ware no ko free ebusu opinion to us I say ono how tin kra no ho fa no otete nnuma bi wona sum ahwe ya anadwu nsamafo no fa no nche no so trama ware egua botu nezi munyina mo nko me mama 1 month mo san kodwen ho ye bezi hia. That's African tradition for you. You know what time will do? Time no ebema oba no emre Emma nkofo bebem omne ne be kasa beduju na koma de esibia omne ne be kasa empata bi o ha omne ne be ka
tebe ya onfo bufu take decision na koma be ba form
at the end of the day obey ne ho say okay mo de mpeni for maka mati o yesa biuma mo ayeden mo se bi aware ana yesa
okay
no ma se anko join no ma mo se afia aware no kwa so chefes. But under wedding, ordinance marriage, you know, it comes with conditions. Conditions in it is baku ba egamaya adultery.
Yeah.
Baku to me jinasu.
Ejai.
Eko court. Eko dissolution. Some tena apart over 2 years. Conditions bebre.
Yeah.
Inti se baku peso jai ne yonko a. Enye busia semo. Eko court.
What conditions in the back?
na nipa judge no team no ono emra no de edwuma so emra ne say oba no to me be prove say ya ene e grant nti oba en ampa o the photos abe kire say ni kun ana oba no obo edwuma judge no oni case he has to grant it. Are you surprised then we have so many divorce cases?
Yeah, courts now does more.
Yes. Because that is what wedding does. Ordinance, that's what it does. It takes the power from the family and puts it in the court. Whereas in our traditional system, our neighbor ejine busiano so. Mubeka busian penny minu kra to me. Eshia. Ekasa. Can be bia no mo jitu me say no yem penny ma ware nu. Obeye den aware no. Mubeka bo. Inti no our marriages no they were stable. Ade na wo bibini wato color TV achene. Now they are going black and white.
Oh, then black and white. Wedding are black and white compared to tradition.
But I told you, say wedding dissolves quickly. You can go to court and seek divorce. One doesn't go for 1 week, 1 year. If it were traditional, my office on my maybe. Who my opening? Also, Kofi, Oba we mempini. There be many sa. The way all my make no back Kasano. We say, you know, the Wakamati, no, the Kasacheno, Kasacheno, yeah. So that is the damage we have done to ourselves. Our values. And you're good. Your cultural values. I mean, because cultural values in Iran here.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, there is no culture that can claim, say, but every culture has the good side and the bad side. Yes, here we a good side and a bad side. But in the issue of marriage, I'm telling you, say, your marriage, you know, was the best. Oh. And they are to watch in a Yakofo Brunidi.
But I dream of me a manity to say, na omunam for the best woman tina ya omo propose wedding in Temu. Say a cana me man babon ya no money jim say me man abono ka have worry no. Say a whatever. Nipa hear me never again say a ma any wedding so at least it makes her fulfilled. Say oh be man at menim. But the mere sorry fee, ya to wedding go ten. But you crank cray, you moody enemy, or monsu baby. I had for fair, any wedding, if fair, nipa by you, and I come out 20 years. And I'll see a no yet, no more busium, ye no me and son near busia for a shear near yen will fee or so far a bonfire, and no equa weight, chain. Your banner being yan tar, dear, and Adam for beba. Ababe shebino
Kofi ne say ye wo fie so Adam for ba eba busia for ba obi a baby nti enompo de that's not the issue. But you see there's a book, the title near How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. The author Nadine de Walter Rodney. Obi a team ya obetimi Google, uko Google free, you can download it. It's about 400-page book or thereabout, or more 450 or 500. You can read it. Ubeti no maybe asi. Ubesha wedding gone. Beman subesha coat. And as a matter of fact, sometimes Beman be a coat in Russia, we're and crowbackers or a comedian.
You are next to channel.
Then how? It's not your culture.
I say you don't get your smoke no the pot.
Well, I mean.
And then another yellow now.
So, why are we doing this to ourselves? Why? Any Bible can't tell us a European coat. Or Bazuzun Koshe European for Atari, Queen Mary's, Queen Victoria, gone, and son of our warrior. It is all westernization. Over westernization. And it's because of TV now, telenovela, way. And it has a way of influencing the way we think and the way we act and our expectations. Obi say, the way to control a people is to control the way they think about themselves. And when you succeed in getting them to be ashamed of their history and their culture, there's no longer any need for any prison walls. When you succeed, in getting them to be ashamed of their history and their culture. You don't need any prison walls, and that is what is happening to us as Africans. Bibia way dienu enye papa me feripo. Obroni dienu ene papa. And that's what we are watching on TV. You are feeding us constantly. Bisaya who say mema hin ene wo Ghana ha. Ya warrior you wo kente. Papa kente say fi agoti me say fi bon rose say e wo ye newman. But almost all of us, you will brony coat. Them. You know what you are doing to his economy? It's obvious. Now, your tradition, you can't take papa, born ref one day, I got him some more. But say, my unique call, yes, your culture, no one. And we have a big industry. Say, Bemebia, or be warrior, or planet, or be Tony Kentin Tuma, the Yususu Kente, or the Bepam, the Kaban, and the slate in the idea. We will have a, I'm telling you, that's true. Our cotton industry will flourish. They will flourish. Our cultural values will flourish. But Brunina yadia pop me say. Okay. But he's still here. He's controlling your mind. Into what Europe or gin brandy ni whiskey odisua no share no or bonnie same money. Okay, but he's still controlling your mind. I then what you hear say until say my warrior no ya de be kwa sorry there na bakopam ntade flower girls page boys we be man kra ne best man and the friends utumi pam coat be 5 6 what do you think you are doing?
Ajana we no say
no yeah,
okay,
say if you have the resources so that's a wo person
we yenesa.
That is who person will copy European for a warrior. Bible nkasentia. But my position they say the church should not make it a requirement because Bible in casa
ringing and swear.
Oh, near my one book in a band now. Person
oh, there be me say me name the whole book no. In common radio.
Okay, check. Oh, baby, our ring in nation. 1 2 3 4 finger of the left hand. O broni ne be catch yen say sa finger we no vein bi wo ha na musa akọ wakoma wo shi o broni bi o catch yen say sin hu science a chere say enye no kre vein bi ni sanse kwa enye no kre o enye no kre ya dada ene ye dim bi before musician bi mo friends mo na mo ye mrante Bob Marley. Okay. You say Black Man Redemption. No, the BB to us was it?
And they mean reggae.
Oh, you.
Oh, okay. Because I say
Black Man. Obviously, if you want to hide anything from the black man, put it in a book. Why? Because unkind. You won't read it. This book. I'm going to call America. Amazon $22.
Okay, no baby says we call Amazon.
Oh, but me order from Amazon $22.
Okay. They didn't know how about such and saying.
Oh, the name is Danny Shen. Christian marriage. How did polygamy become a sin?
Okay.
Oh, but me I call Legon bookshop. At 30 cities. And at Trinity Library. A man of into books or compound. 30 cities. Go for Chuma no more. I let me go down the mission. Obi o John show book now, you know what I know share not there at all. 30 cities Christian. But Obeko concept. Ekutia 100 cities. One day on the born new no open no KOFI. But if you have this book, 30 years, 50 years, it will be in your house. Anamiwa.
That's true.
Ubekan, umbaba bekan, unananu nyaba bekan. For the next 50 years, say Yesu ama. This book will be in your house. 30 cities. A top fried rice. Check. One bowl.
Yeah.
Ube dinner call. This one. 30 cities. For the next 50 years. You know how long it took me to do this research? 3.5 years. And I'm the producer. This is not the value of the book. 30 cities is not the value.
Yeah.
But the idea, they say, it must get to the people. It's not the money. The people must know the truth. Me say in cry ha. asofo mpinifo no bebre ma ba mo copies they have read it
omo no ya bien
e da no uzu bempal mo friend is
asofo uzu bempal
okoka say webewu say asofo ni na say oboa no mo challenge ade makaba kasa radio ni TV so for over 1 year asofo mpinifo so bebre o makan bugi ade no obi amba out make say me boa asofo no ti on the oka no boa
like I say no crap.
I don't
but
know.
when we ring, is it necessary?
You see,
because if you are saying polygamy, like I say, a man 3 other rings 3.
Yes, you see, who call your tradition no more. Na ye wo adia ye de she obanse say we. I'm researching into that, and then I will discuss that in my book. Mini professor Bakuku Dinkomo, Professor KOFI TV. He's an African, he's a philosopher, he's a colossus in African philosophy. No catch him say, Titino. So Oba warrior. Oba mani bushian. After all things are done, almost same man asesegwa.
About Nasia.
Asesegwa ne e wonti asie. Mo say ya abosum sem. Wonti ase. Akonwa na ye dia man e kire say so bi ba ofie na so oye welcome e na o ma na akonwa say oh trust e ya ma onzu no obi ba ofie na so onye welcome o ma na akonwa nti ya ma wa akonwa oba akọware na e ma na sa asesegwa na e kire say busia na ya je watum wa be ye part of us.
Kana so kama asesegwa abumi o.
Okay.
Another avenue
so,
business.
It could also be symbolic. As if you hey, as I say, these are all cultural values. They have meaning. But man who didn't question man what kai say obano. One man akunya say ombetrefia. Do to me sorry and can just say you never come at me. You can't do that. These are cultural values. They had reason for doing that. I'm researching into the rings. Say yes, so na almost share and ban kawana. Say I will come out. It will be discussed in my book. So, okay. But I want to say kawana share what yensal benkum sa satia ways no.
Broni bi ade bi.
I mean no crebi any. Obi house but you go to the net Google. You can Google and check.
Now for better for worse, no say.
If the Anglican Book of Common Prayer 1662 and no broni bi tenasi o and no church was animal what do you want to say? Said the church in Africa has traveled almost 500 years. Yentumin transi yes you ain't share your situation you can say okay yes so Africa ni ko warrior sansem we na obane be man be ka kire omo yentumin yebi Broni your Troy until you can find in the Anglican Book of Common Prayer 1662. And you could so can kind. Oh, they ask me a mobile. Yeah, mo o Bronino or share Europe conditions are no home. Challenges omu face, omu hopes, aspirations, and no trial and no Troy. The conditions are they the same here?
No.
So why can't we also sit down and craft our own?
Abosom.
And that's it.
Na eno no ye de be hye mo asofo yi o. Ye bibia ya ye bia no. Mo menim sabofo no so na de hye asofo na e de ye in a way na say ye demonize ye niema ni nyina ye even de ye no wo fie abusua bia ne de ye gye ene de ye ensa guo ni ade bia ba be ya Sanya mani nyina no ye demonize ama ye se enitronum emfrerade we de ya abosom sem nti ye culture ne de ye nananom so mabosom na ye de sa ye bibia ya abosom sem
ba we nka se mi tro ba discuss wo mi book no Abraham wo school na mi professor baako o ka story bi kire ye Omoko conference for Europe, theologians, scholars, na Professor Bruni Bakun. Okasa osio senye omo abrofo na nka yen bibifo yen hu nyame da no mo de krisosum ebre yen bibifo okeka nsem nyina nti coffee break no na me professor no okona no no say na wo kra say wo ye professor of systematic theology o say ai na wo say na wo say samo abrofo no mo fa krisosum ambre yen e wa Africa nka yen Africa fo yenim onyankopon o say ai o say esa wo ye systematic theology o say ai the systematic theology God is omnipotent just onyankopon yo tumfo o say ai I say the God is also omnipresent just onyankopon o bebia o say ai I say na nyame o bebia ba Africa dey no ni o afi oburu ngi o hwe I say you are right God was in Africa before the war enye amamra yi nyina na ya abosomsem before oburu ni beba Africa na ye nanano umunni say obi o ha ye frɛ no onyankopon obosoro e bo asase na omunni abosom susu na omo ho omo susu omo role omo play but your cultural values and na nye ni nyina na ya abosomsem ati ase nye ni nyina na ya abosomsem nti de ye papa wo mu no yen som na yen polish no yen fa yen boy e bra e be boy
I mean, can I comment kakra na me phone lines no emfa emamo but chocolate wa ha nti no
yo
uguso na no we Omama Royal we dark chocolate very nice pure ye cocoa ya 100% premium Ghana cocoa
no na papa
we na papa original nya de ye mfa nko wa bi amfa bi anko frafra mu original nti no bidi ba kwa na eja o de na da wo no nti
yo ye kasa bia
nti
chocolate na ede nti mi di na em da ra meka sama yempon nti metwen ansa
me wi ankofo se me distress eguso o keka ne rofo nya ka ho elebie your lines now we hu your numbers no e wo screen so as usual said e ye na atimi aboa ama what do I drink there? Chocolate night confuse me. I can't drink it. Fruity water and soya and sponsor. When you be now what they call event be as here. When you about the chocolate in there, I am Mohammed. One fat number, na from no more there be able to for no. Na want me enjoy fine. KTA mobile phone Ghana near or America. And why yen support Ghana for near businesses no into me and grow. Na energy into me emra so nyesika anya hwe no ono nso betimi e de bia bafie e de abre abusua ti sabre ya bia phone lines no e de amount obetumi afre video call number no e was screen so se fa so de atoso KOFI TV was at the top eja ote yanka ya mwakwaba na atiefo nyina nso je so within bia ofrefi na afi wa share contributions questions na opese obisa wabisa ya wotrama ya na yentimi ente wonka kakra just a minute na afi yentimi ente wonka was I guess Solomon is going to hell, so are other prophets who married more than one wives.
I wanna share with you, and you can share with me. Come, let's share together. Oh, KTA Mobile, KTA Mobile. Technology worth sharing.
It's the future.
Na job party eno de no e bai All right, me and fa yeah nkole. Aja oti enka ya makwaba. Okay. Oda
I found an eye on my first Sweden.
Nana kata.
Yeah, dear, make a handsome cacran as me papa and church ne a far our little door once a man or canoe, say Roman Empire, Europe, no, like Omokonka, say, or say Omon Church, be no Media Africa, say, or say. Nipa biara I was say oware baako no the make a car found say no simply because Europe the way omo process no omo na city there's no way obetimi awale mienu yin na no so under Roman Empire sisi ya no mo na control enti no do omo de ba na no na ye adwuma untimi wale mienu Europe kwa branye but we Africans and we be there ye different from Europe. And you share the way we are so city na say o sika na say o betimi awale me no anami ensa bibia ne ho no ma isi ho kwan e Bible say Bible be ka say but e o say o ye na say we are so no bibia ba bia na mbada e ti say oba wale ba ko me no me ensa na o say o hu say de o be ye de ama ba ko bia na o say sa me no na aka na o say eso o mo so say de e o say e mara ne kire no because say o be wa ale ni mami ensa na wasisi mienu ana wasisi baako awaso ma principal na adwuma o ma embra no se because what you see wona what you see o mo se obetimi aware o ma hwe wo nti o ma akosua wana adwa wana ama wana na aye pepepe ba so ma adwa mienu na ma akosua baako dia na mse atwesen ye me kakra bi a me kan so no se meja na obi nso ababi ba mi su se eye se ye nua no ma no ye de ye be wale mienu na miensa o mo ase o mo bi no o mo ntimi wale mienu na miensa na ma no eso nte na se bi ne ma hard stress e da ma no so no ntimi flow because ma na e ba no sisi an ko fi se ye ntia wale mienu na miensa be duru ba be no ebebu so adwaman no fa so bi ne so ko Bible kasa tie adwaman ade ntini ye ko ba adwaman abra o wale mienu amọ adwaman wale miensa amọ adwaman ne wale mienu na miensa awa be betwe ho afra adwaman no because wo yire na o mpana fo mienu miensa make sense but wa wale wo mo a wo no mo netie
medase ye fancy am pa callers no ba na why ne tew na yetumi afa next one a video call and then you know offer video call na ya fa aya ma kwa ba data ya to nkan e ma kwa ba make sense but wa wale wo mo a wo no netie. Unfortunately, I'm in fan next caller. On your ready or church, I have a few who said it. All right. That time, Makwaba.
Yeah, but man,
we didn't have free until
Patrick Flem Charles, because I free Spain.
Okay, a chance Spain for me till minute.
Yeah, Reverend, no, you know. But Reverend Bebre, SM program as in no. Adeba kwa mi se me kana me dana sine fa wedding no hono. Actually Bebre my atias here. Wedding no dey if you say me no ya adun Bebre, but fa wade mienu na se ne dey. Ono dey hono dey me no share adeba ko. I want to the question say me person bisa no say on the New Testament did there. Because I say the verse is so yin and he quote from the Old Testament. So Ofri says so the New Testament deeper there and there he have to come again and explain further about the married 2 or 3 no. But it's a word in Masim no. And one thing I want to add to it is Kawada yes no, I don't see any important in it. Say what worry no worry. Over far as wo yire no and free cash na say free adebia wo just show ho sana Saturday be show. If you are come and what dream and a chess wa ware. Enya be the show nsa.
All right. Me amfa your next caller na fe yentie ononso. Aja mo akwa.
Aja mi ju so Kofi.
We didn't be out for yentie o.
Your friend me Mr. Kwemi from Germany, Frankfurt.
Okay. Kasa.
Kofi mi ti approachria. Papa na se mo kanu. Ghana for na di ba yesi dos yo kasemo yan ka se misida enti de ebe maso bia no obi e de akiri wo abrochiri ha Kofi ubehu se abrofo e wo tradition a omfa ndi agro na mintimi hu de nti a yenye hu ye bibia ye hu ye bidie kra se ye bidie kra we so no enye enti problem na papa no ka no wo dwini na ni so dia wo hu ansada ye papa no ye mame no wade 4 or 5 no oni bia nto omo transe che papa no mu wasundwi oho na niama bi ekiri ni anhwe yie a daachi ye ma ho ba chiri papa wa kasa si hwe suku aye ko ye si me kan ekrum kasa ye fa brofo kasa akula gina ho na ochi ana no di kasa fo fraji so hwe obe sisi kwala din aye to kwala ye ntu omofie din because ye si abosomfo din ye tutu abrofo din aye nti ase hu mini bia na odi atakwala no afu ye tire no na kwala no stati 1990 bia onti ase nti di actually bia no say gina ye nazo say we are going back to pick it back now we feel say ebe most powerful team so most na ye so ye wa kwantum no ye nka no kwade nkire fifo no atiti e kom no respect ye di ma bibini ayen fa ye nje fi timi no besi akakra bia ndase
ya dase enti said me kan no ba na watumi akotew na yatumi afa na scholar that time akwaba
hello
yes I am akwaba we didn't be afraid for you
you from Zubairu Musa Toure from
Libya for your chamu nyina mintio
yeah so the omnis yeda pastor yasipa Yagupo Shirao. Now today Muslims has been vindicated. Because before the and me and nine almost here the Pemado. And the first ever the reason why I say to solve the problem of too many women. So now the person me see the pastor and say, so I am a research. I'm based on only one side of religion. 1 year more research is Muslims. So Islam, we have many things to offer.
Okay, that's
to solve the problem for this.
Yo,
right.
Don't come for lie. I say Omudi and I say research. No, you know that Hokramo one combe. It
has nothing to do with Islam.
It has nothing to do. Okay, and
it's a cultural thing.
Reverend Isaac, network na jama sarma who say or try say obey to me afre eurem but I didn't okay mama here nem fa na scholar Kwaba
yeah ofia nwanwani ye da wasane adwuma pa wo
ye hu ani mo tumpa
uhumani
aha fe kasa
say the evangelist can say so for say the okana no krepa
na udini bia
hunu emema bebre na ye from me bimbaz me kasa free wanchi
okay
bimbaz because ube hunu emema bebre omaware baako nso ompanafo be 40 e wo baabi de bia osore obetima you chop money ama obia baako say sadi say ode ware baako ka ho say eno ye bebre na nhira nso wom chen say wode besiesie na wodi dwuma bone enye ntimi mi hunu say de o kana ya ampa Roman Empire no na ahye mmra bi asise abechire Christopher bebre bebre epeso mu yi ohun frim nanso asore okonti ontimi nyine ohun frim na otetare nkwanche mu na ofrefre ma ntimi mi hunu say de o kana ya ampa pa say na e wo say etenase ni ehwe ni ye tradition no yi chen say ye de Bible nsam na achichere ye ho bebre ene entro amanfo adi achire say Roman for ne hu say ye we nso da say
medase ye ma kwa chidodo ma me find scholar aja ma kwa
ya ja Kofi ibaja design
nyame ne mompa bada roma ye ho ye odi ne bia ofre fina fe ntio
me ye from wanyere ba me kasa free ultra for Manchester
mini akasa etio
yo Kofi me chia me papa ya oto ni wo fresh ensama no okekan minim ensama okan nyina fa ba bi ne ya adwen ba no ayese be ma babu ba bia no a kire se ese wuetimi awale baako Kofi ni nsem no okan no enwoma mienu asesi an wato bo baako be so okunu ma mienu eno na e ba sa wuhu ngi chemu the thing is say we are forward there and we Christ forward there. But so by Christo mo according to 1 Timothy. Na me person o here 1 Timothy 3:1. What you say so when you come or pa Bible no or pa we read 1 Timothy 3:1. It is a eruni twam a ya ne ye wa ma
3:1 ho na o se san.
Manin country.
Ah we lo busa na ono so we so fo we
betima na o say ona o ko to amai we dey my summary men ka say ko to
dio so bi fanya medjuma no afa djuma pa e so hwefo se nya no ho asem bianka wo so oni mankyerɛkyerɛ wodi ni fie ni no wo ye wo yiri baako eku
o se hwefo
aha wo so bi fa nya medjuma no afa djuma pa na se hwefo bia se nya no ho asem bianka
o ya hwefo
wo se me yo dey
o ya hwefo
am yo sampakani me was sampakani and at the same time so uba ye born again and so uba fight Christo so ukra na ajenkwa we are part of job no we ka man hu bi etiba bia no akire Bible mu se ese ubetimi awari ebia mienu an na said ye or New Testament Jesus Christo be wuji enkwa no and remember eti se ye ka awade asema ensem o ka no ade wa kan ya media mani ji woni ye traditional marriage no because ene awade bi wa abrochira ha obitimi no ba kura hia wa abrochira no ma ware enso na family no mo ga na no umunyimu hwe asofo bi mutimi tsira wade so abrabutua no anya etimi de menka mesere se awade ne de ekwan ne nanom efa so no mo wale no kofi na efa no ka asesedwa no di ma oba ekyere so waba tenase wuti ase amamra ne nanom de wale de nana enya odi be de waso wade akọ aso dem enkune nyankopon de ehyira so wuti ase be ma no oba no se family ni tenase no mi ani gya wade no tuma abutua no nyankopon so ade atu eti mesrense nsem o kan de 250 wa kan sem pa be sa wade mienu ni miensa ne de mimi ye Kristo ni mimi Bible be bia no a nyankopon akyere me ese yen wale bia mienu anase de New Testament de Jesus Kristo ba ye no
apart from 1 Timothy now ko tu ye no quotation fofo bi wo ho a eno so kire se yentumi nware mienu
yeah I think first Corinthians o ba bi na yes Paul can be say me lo fi quotation kakra mase huna makolentika be me bia nya no so ne yire baako wodi ase eti awade ande kofi wan kasa no wale baako a nyankopon no onim se nipa na de tra adam ko amọ ma bebre amfa ma adam obo ba baako pa na di ma no kofi eti media me kan se ara ne edu ba bia ye ne yakono ntia ne be se ye ne sihye mra bi ba ema nyankopon wodi ase ye ne yakono ne ye ne yakono so ade no ye pase nke ne sihye mra bi ba nyankopon
be da se me bi sa na maje answer be da se pi Yenfa next caller. Afena obat. Pacha udine bia ofrefi.
Pacha me free US, me the Joyce.
Joyce, ofrefi.
Me free US.
Okay, Joyce kasa.
Me pacha near pastor make a reverend make and me ya dream pa because Yeshe Bible mwa nemo bebre wo hono mwa e contradict inti me de menene ya adwen pa na se yesu ade no so a me susu se yesu na enkwechire pa aya ma yendi nia amanfo e kan echi keke because nemo bebre wo hono mwa we learn shallow ya ntia enkweti inti me de me susu se yesu ade na yentia na enkwechire na entiasia ne beba bedase pa
onse ya da sipi na me se man ntimi mfre because adia se no baba akwan fra adia ya mo akwa ba o
yeah me Joseph Mr. Kofi na etisai
nyame ado me ho ye we dey ni bia afra fi enti
o ti fo no ohwefo ye fra me drama ni kasa free Chicago
ma ne so kakra mai
me kasa free Chicago
okay enti o
yeah mo fo em say omo be say African in my wa hwekra say mo be say Japade kra dia ba omkro abi omkro yi o bibini o ba be bani kro kra na e ho ba e odin enti aware dudo na omo kan fine feminists asemi omo sika buso ba omo nye de omo wale mi no na asemi se no ma form na fo sika kese kwa na motema omo oti ase nti aware dudo wo mi no na asemi san em say anke beboa say kakra me so worka no
ya da CP kese ministers ne sika omo sika bebre nti omo se nko omo ware bebre ya semo hey And yes, I know the atade no wa we advert no.
Yeah, yeah, Kofi. Kofi, in fact.
O ma me atade we bi share obi frame meje o number so opese o di bi ne ma me ayi bi opese o customize bi ma no. Say wetimi ne na di nkomo de.
Part on the bedding come.
And then why you advert and son of work and wasem. Obi wo UK and I say wherever no person or that idea show you one wash that Ghanaian we design number ben at
Oh, okay. So do or UK and Europe Biana or Petarabiana or Pesayan customize mano. Yeah, you so a dinkra logos no. Do bow pebia, I bet me I am out. My number near 0746 373 6033.
Census review. For UK code Nedikai.
Okay, 0044 746 373 6033.
Okay. I feel I can submit you.
Yeah. Mete ya papa so for in fact wakasa bebre na ensem na all can say one dream one kwetre bia obeka say the all can no enya na kwemu a ba Kofi se beka no kra even ya sofo no ma badudu ye omo oyere no mo enso omo pranfo ai wo ho enya sem ketwa enti say o full say bia oyere ba ko no onye we na o full say o ware ba ko ka humom na ebe gwa wa obi jai sa suban na me feel say eye far better since say obewo yere na obesa fam plan because oye we bi say on plan no so boyfriend nso obi enti imagine say ba ko fire arabia wan kasa hwe ni padodo ade yare na ma but say wa ware no na say ho dia onim say oyere oh ba ye kan say am obi ndwe o ka bibisa na yere ba ko bi be kasa ade nti ye eye research na wa ye and who say we na be solve problem no and no interest be as a makasa me person me worry and come here no but say ofo say untimi na say sa na be bo me fo say right so be as since say we be fan plan be na pack of problem I don't know abusia and say
ya chia abusiafo e wa ensembles nyina sadode number no to bia no betumi afa na wana efre audio ya obetumi afa na wa frɛ no na watumi aboa ama designs no ebi so dey open bia obetumi design na Ghana ya di nkra symbols no obetumi adi bi aye very nice designs e dey ama aja ya makwaba
ya ni Kofi
within ni bia ofre fi na Africa scientist
yo Kofi me da say your friend Evangelist Eric
oh okay.
But me wasem bisa na kan bisa wie na kan makoma sem so.
O wasem bisa okay.
But mpase me bisa soft one.
But
mpase me bisa ne say o yire no mo sen.
Wadi kan ya no da say o yire ba ko.
Oh. So a good leader by example. Anyway, ma me nkoma sem so. Me patro science sam na ye kase abrofo na de Christosum ba Ghana na South Africa person be say Egypt e continent ben
Egypt to Africa.
Okay, me da say me nkoma sem so o kan tro sem a o se obema ne oba on ba ya walefo no ma ba ye honam ba ko enti mesle say wo ma endorse awale dodo as true Christian no man nso ya mo kwan se be ma ba ko nso no nti ono nso nko wale mema ni bi meka ne ho me fo se no beboa ma agro no be de
okay
I
think we'll join interview later that question about you be send by ma me bisa no ma na church mu man from de ene me man from de no and if you join later we are betumi assign oko YouTube o search KOFI TV I betumi have interview no I don't know so we join from beginning so yeah
back of me patrol one we say empempi no edru niam enya so a yesi mematimi ye ni yakoti Solomon de se wo wiase a back of uti we na wo program say me follow pa wo na wo te hon onya je say de we kan no ko de we kan nya no kure but one me ya adwen say awale stop adwamambo wo san me ya adwen say awale dodo emmoa So we wiasini ana wo aware dodo a eye soronko Christianity no and say true Christian no ye nya fishiabo a ye dan ye ho say wiase dan ho so dan ho bi ente sa enti so bi say wedding ya a leader by example ne kawa na ehye no ehye na egede me attack na as a personal but ye man hu say so wo wiase a oyo oniyama say wiase enti o so bi ba Kristo mu a no ya body fufuro eniyama dada ni na twam enti yesre wo mo ba no mo kan na say no kura ye nyame asem na nyasa wo ka abra wo akura wo ton dodo aduro no wo so po dodo me da asepi
on say da asepi
you be nya kwan ayi
we nya kwan o and there nya problem kra nya problem amemfa opani emra na fe fa course no etwaso emfa your next caller no comments no say God bless you caller ekosi apia eno de no ebaye was a sapepe caller a mano and a woman fans and I'm 3 years sapon was a listen to this man too could you also amwati me manager a money feeling and the kata was a caller you are brainwashed pa hey yes uncle Patrick said you are brainwashing Patrick Adu was it you won't do any favor to the women if women are allowed to marry more than one. Okay, Patrick Aduno was say Masra could jari me could jari or he might be at the no and anana sa and so say you cannot cheat nature, you cannot be wise than your forefathers, Mr. Eurocentric caller. Nana sa just opa just ya nananom ye on yo Joseph Uso Abuaje was saying, why does the pastor think polygamy is an antidote to MAPE? Sure. Jerry Mighty Nyameche was this scholar is talking Bacho Debi. Many obiatem. Obia wakwan say otumi echre nadwen said the nadwen no. And you know, the ya debi ameka say menu hia na ye bam ye ho a mani kire animu ha na wa ba me na onso konhia na onso ani kire ha no. The me who are na different and the ones who are high different. And this me can't say door ne da ha ntimi abra when if you want to can't say door bi an na abra unhu so be canadian you can ask questions but to say your cano enye no kre emphatically just say won so hwe hobby then you can say the all cano enye no kre the questions ni bi ebaye minim de o say overreact to Christo mu anu aye body foforo and then evangelist no so ano so kire say they were far ahwefudwuma ese say I think I pose this question ma say
questions no yeah ma discussing nyina wo book no so ya hwe no from various angles the history the socio-cultural circumstances ma Paul Tross as Paul the Troy come at Timothy. Say, if a man desires the office of a bishop, he desires a good thing, the bishop should be blameless. The husband of one wife, and no church was answered. No, but you see, you may be a Paul at true. Now, first of all, I mean, say, at the frontier universities in the world, yet training as of for theology near the is to give Oma fa ya fa nyame adwuma no se ye be training proper training se ne be ya ye beti ba na si ni dwumi a kire ne ye so now oba ye hana nipa bebre no di sofu adwuma nso onhu asofu school anaso obekọ seminary ana university ekosua onhu fa so so Bible lekuta won omo Troy they used a lot of intellectual and academic components as in train you one tiase nti obeye mistakes bebre what you say
I mean you call us ni wie kra na afi yemra yen we no so me nua yem akwaba
yeah me did Richard the friend for US
Richard Kasa.
Yeah, my busy work kitchen anyway. The woman said, man in Kano, our point, but the person is said in this 21st century, the accession a term because in those days now, you know, 3, 4, They were using a human being as a labor. Who was say on one kasa epe nipa mama yeduma ma omo. And those days now no yes no human slavery no na a business. It e binimu etimi eton omo one kasa omo ma for that. But at this 21st century here, to be honest with you, here na ye asumdwe a wo yiri baako ebia na ma mienu nyensa that now call widow obi bia no but you as you so person who worry in ma bibria depend on your coat and your size, because at this 21st century here, Mr. Kofi, to be honest with you, who person who temo and I will come ma bibria and a bear so no. And
you know what you are saying no menyanya we the osofo kan say o ware more than baako a enye bone if it's a bible enkasa ntia woni ne ya adwen
no menini ya adwen but who share economical right now
don't know we kan achie that say o hwe bia na wo baako pekora na waware no ntimi hwe no o se me kofa bia beka ho that one
sometimes you know so be sanso a Mr. Kofi so be sanso a oba na waware no foforo no e wo se woni no etna se na mo amutimu ho ase because we have a cramufo
I think some full interview no these questions no were address it that I'm next caller that time akaba hello yes sir we didn't be our free final for you
I'm Pacho from Sammy Mekasa free US
Sammy US Sammy Kasa
Pacho I'm said the Reverend Kano menene ya adwin bebree na the callers no so Kano I didn't say a BNT interview from the beginning.
Yeah.
One cassette chinchina kind, Beme Bianco Walimino, and I means, or said they were who didn't bet me. And Untino, so wouldn't me show about a second wife now, or in Shaw Sakofa, and why example, I said, Professor Bios will be crying, and on no suggest the man could because, or no as a professor will say, you'll be a master's, no Timishano, new Krusukra, the degree, also Timishano. I'm not asking Obama the crane. It comes a callers no more friend or more attacking message, you know, or my interview from the beginning. Also, what to me, it's message name you know, but say I will do and you're born in one who didn't me. And the topic next association bar wedding. Wedding, no, I hope I didn't more. I can say, and I'm sorry, and I'm our giant baby, no, which I say. And now our ending in our center, dear, soft on the back council. There's no go bar, not say so for cartoon and such threat. Oh, Beman no, but not Beman, no cast on qua, our lane, anyway, or consult in Nano. The software tones of flowers up than won't Bema car, over Wallo bow and also media. Anyway, may worry, software said the kitchen say, may talk a ring, me, as a matter ring about coming to me, I pray for traditional one, and about where I saw them here. Me no more can me postpone the date, baby. And I ever finalize it, and you say, okay, me told me, he told me no answer the password. Bibi Saya, yes, for security. Any security. A do about password, the man say, guaranteed say security or bano, yes, security, no maintenance. If you have a problem about the assistance,
okay, me da sipi just on the day no. E share no man to wedding ring baby. Ya mo kwa ba ja. Ota ya mo kwa ba oni ni bi afrefie ti o. Hello. Hey. Ya semu. Kafa akofata de ahye. Em connect scholar no share ya na. Baba. Ota ya mo kwa ba o.
Ya mo Kofi.
Pacha we ni bi afrefie ti o.
I'm a Casa Free Holland.
Also, Casa Free?
Kofi Kaka Pet Mechanism. Neman air canning and so, okay, our rear a good be brina. Ninajina, our rear bakwan, ye ware no so. So, Woko Waroba, Anaka, who are Quenya said, which in worry me no. Coming in, say, our rebra a good in Quebec. Paso. Yet, so soon Akatayan, ni to Boniacas. Nina ana aware egu bebreza nti ne officer e kan me ne ya adwene ana ne obi ka sɛ ka ɛma no so wɔ ho akwanya sɛ ɔmo ware mmienu a fine so ɔyɛ ɔba na ɔbɛtumi aware mmarima mmienu na ɔbɛtumi ahwɛ wɔn a obi nsi wo ho kwan kɔna kɔkɔ ware na ahwɛ wɔn but nyɛ sɛ wokɔ ware mmarima mmienu na meme bɛrima no mmasi abɛhwɛ wo ɔbaa no na wesu aba abɛhwɛ wo ɛno mom de peace bɛba nti papa na asɛm ɔka me ne yɛ ade nkɔfi
yɛda ase pii ɛkyerɛ Holland foɔ nyinaa nso ɔsɛ sɛ ɔyɛ ɔbaa na aware mmienu a wo na bɛhwɛ mmienu ɛma no bɛm sɛ yɛre m'ani agye mada yɛ mo akɔ aba
Hello, Bravo. Good evening.
Good evening. Now, your first I'm free here into you.
Maybe I told me the auntie again because a free Spain.
Auntie again, Casa.
Maybe I told me so I can't pass a mechanic say, Dad, you want anything in the press. But our review really here. Mano, 300 credit on one. We won't 8% here, back at more, but 10 here, back at the but our review this year. And yeah, but as a Ghana, your mom, only brought for some, they brought for some one, and said they're Ghana. Yeah, but oh, Papa, Flona has a cash Spanish, and one year, there's the son. But Ghana, they brought for more.
My mental point, Nancy. My mental point, Nancy, only a year again, our dodo.
Me pass our do don there
Only the Aday. Aday.
And yeah,
oh, your banty.
You know what I said? Yeah, when you take or that kind of prepare, come out. That kind of prepare. That's our good idea.
I don't know.
Hello, brother. Me part of any dream because in Semuna was Savannah for said they say about Tina say yeah. You be who said I got my mobile bena air cost or my Ghana in Nasa Africa na your generation in Africa. Our year it's be my yet me one you know to go and then man also. So the coffee man in church there only into the found call I do now my Ghana it's been one million a create for me yes I na MY why
yo that was it oh confusion there ba me nim say nyane de nko other homes ni nyina e man na mpene so e man na so e pene so
well wuti ho na ukun ko fa is abro no problem me the radiation na maka
ada ma kwa ba
wuti ho no the is ni be bro
yeah good evening
abacha we ni be afrefi entio
my name is Majid. I'm calling from US.
Okay,
I just wanna make some points regarding what you just said because people just misunderstood him. It's like almost we Christians and Muslims we are all the same, but with regard to marriage, sometimes there are people that disagree with what he's teaching. But the problem nowadays about marriage more than one is most people just took it advantage like, oh, okay, they say we should marry more than one, so you're going to go ahead and marry more than one. But I don't support that. Even though I'm a Muslim, it's saying you can marry more than one if you can do justice. How many people can do justice today? None. They marry women of a choice, 1 or 2 or 3, well, 2, 3 or 4 if you can do justice. But if you can't, marry only one. So it's not compulsory, it's optional. People are just using this to their advantage and say, okay, I can marry more than one person. So nobody could do justice, so just stay with one.
All right, thank you very much. All right.
Okay.
And yes, I'll bring forward but not meant we no papa. But I think he is still driving at the same point. With me, marry more than. Yes, sir. We didn't be out for you.
Me friend from New York. Mommy pull over to see because me drive.
Pull over.
That's good. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Pull over. Alright, me did the crew do say me friend from New York. Over here, me don't say. We watch your book. Now, the time me that was saying say watch your book no me commend you for that because yen fan yema be and to krata so and in your history no nyina no most of them na koye oral until as time goes on no we won't say na a treasurer but so the two papers so said the western world no omudi nyema to papers so no anything na yes ye buy no yenya bi ye ka omo ye kai omo ho asem no but yen ntimi nyaye na nanom good things omo ye no na yeso yemfa bi emo ebra because you treasure anto e do kakra no a be ka kire no anenu ana o de bobo ntimi me comment on that and only one thing the second thing no ye book na wa kire no what the Christianity and I be kind okay Christianity no a arm of arm of Nyamesom. And into the washa ye can Nyamesom and ye Christianity nkwa Nyamsom Muslims so assume Nyame God Allah yes so no Christians no yesum the omnipotent God no but instead Jesus Christ and a buy and you know so we for Christianity but to hold more and so we say shall say free but be a Christianity shall say free now they are custom. Why am I saying this? It's because say we person Christians are someone shall say free Paul any Peter no
your term what exactly is the point? What in again?
Okay, the brother me say yeah because abuofo na de sa ayini buy no it's not true. Peter no any Paul no more any Europeans and it yet in ko kase abuofo na de enema bi pray again. It's not true. Christianity na abuofo na de pray. Christianity no if you Jewish form and a buy ya na but it's a
all right, me da say pa time ninti no sorry yemfa NC ha na yemfa last caller na fe yenwie eja yem akwa
yenwie minua
acha we din be afre fe ntio
your friend Rust Obey Kenpen
okay
yo machia atiefo na hwefo na nemesra nse se wonu obi nya adwen a ya muni atem so tiase baabi a obi atena ye no ekire na osua ye baabi obi efiri no wonye wo obi atrim etini ye nya peda so tiase
mane so kakama me
e kana se wona na nya adwen a wo se wo respect or no some the choice baabi o try na amane kasasa so tiase opani na akasa wakan sem bebre na me de meka na say adia ha yen Ghana pa eye say ye ka asem yem practicing near ye preach problem me work here pa ni say open asem ma working say wo practice ya and ye hu say eya enka ye different but on so hwe onya hu o hawa ewu mu no but o se yenye yate minua o mani biswa o monye se nyama ntu no yenhwe ne edeba brakofi o chena mema wa assignment bi wuhia oba wo kromu a bisa na se ede emema he ene se ne pe
o chena e be ya ma o
ni bisa eni bisa emema so se emma do sen ene se wo pe ede etino se oba baako emema be se 5 ana 6 ana 7 na se ne pe ede a na sa mema no omu bi ana so omu ni bi but because of say yemfa emra eda aware ho a ewiase ahyehye anya adwumanti no emema no ye dufudipe ye dufudipe we ye pri nyina yi ye dufudipe ti ne ene ye pre minua wono oba wo se wo do oba no pa wo kire me se oba wo do no e wo sa okokofa bi ka ho it's not true because yan ware because of odo ye dufudipe ti ne ye fa no eye gwanwate sese ne ya gya tum kura se eye normal se wo yire na wo mpena it all because yemfa mra da aware ho no anya adwuma
Emrano ne de
Ghana ni aware obroni Ghana ni obroni ti e wa brochire oma wo nkwara e bia mienu miensa omo nware ye agentira enya ware no mpe because of emra da ho no enti e wo so woye 100% sure ansa na ware minua obi ware oba ebu oba akwase akwa e wo Ghana ye nya ne hwe enu nti ni ya fa mba na fofofo ye sa pe bia kan ho no nemo mu se beri mabu oba akwase ya ena mra da ho no ye de mra nye ti be ma na ma ebia ko nani a won kofa bebre
me da sepe
ya fa ma na fofofo na ye bu ma na kwase ya enu nti no ye fa bi nka ho
me da se ye fa callers ni si ya calls ne bebre na aguso but unfortunately no ye mbre no so eko enti eja
your brother Okasa last.
Your Okasa is here. Jennifer Mantia, so on any yard game do for the pay. And I may say
very good. And also na baby yano. So, man or my bosom, I'm train what they also should do because some man also almost desire say, almost be worry. No, no, be over. No way the fulfillment in life. A man be brave, irrespective of their academic achievements. Any their achievements in the workplace need so worry no wo ba be brave no they don't feel fulfilled in life. What you say?
Okay.
The manner of my bros in Tanzania, Kenya, South Africa, in the United States, the whole of Europe, Ghana, West Africa, and my population a dosage in Burma population. Inti omo say mema na edufu dipentina ye kase bema to me worry me no miensa no problem. They should give us a solution to the problem. What you say? Obroni otras ya ohun se ni krom no man do so chen bema no so awe ata so say ompene ema bema worry me no entena krom ho unim de oye also about to me worry about them to me worry them. That's the origin of the same-sex marriage. They don't care about what the Bible says about homosexuality, lesbian. They don't care. Europe has entered into what we call post-Christian era.
Me see my callers na we dey me na me share that friend me hu ni din me hu so you reverend and you know me say me friend no just to get his input on this matter na fe the callers no aba awie Reverend Isaac, just a minute now fe yentio Bagati enka
ya mpacho mete onka
hello Rev what enka yenhu animo
unhu animo me ba sisa so unhu
okay mpacho kasa yentio
yo me ma tie fo nyina ajo our US me put US osofo me no ya mo na adwuma pa we
yento kasa ne ye me ba
oh wonte isi awote
aha
nti tie fo na michia osofo so papa waye what tintim sa nsem nyina won to so here bra mo share is me make a comment me try na se ma work e no kretro do enra ya na program na for marriage counseling na me church so mo ne ma bia ya yere free ho say ye be mindful your tradition na ya yere ya ko fan to maybe extra and no na ye di and no na ma bone ma pasa ye aba ye aware mu any mu in general na de kan le fa na amo kan wa sem say ye aware a e ma aware mi tan ye na me make comment say the only thing I would have caused is against adultery.
Okay, but baby anyone etia aware dodo
there is nowhere saying that our immunity and yet okay Genesis chapter 4 I think verse 24 verse 28 baby a the carefully part 9 Jacob I worry the foundation of faith or what is saying Bible said no man after God's own heart David or what is saying so na ya to tradition actually yes Christo ye be je already yes Christo dia ye to tradition and the efa awan enu wo betumi a na se wa ho odin wo ho a the bie no wo Bible ma kire se aware bienu eye bone na mom nyame e ka se adultery and today me explain this adultery eye dey for the commit adultery obi a wa ware na wa kwa den okoye bone e wona wa we ani adultery but ye nyame ho no o se aware ye aware self wo om no be said na nyame ontia om be ware.
All right, me that's it yeah. All right, yeah that's it. Yeah, of course na but the way I no send the messages on and reverend na person agene thoughts.
We say ono what to ne bo ase Esther the okay say wahwe Bible no ma hu bibia ya tworo say aware dodo eyebone so what ya abrant here baako na oka about Paul what he say obi beye asori penia na say you see ubisa no question say Paul say the person ye bishop na the on person ye bishop say if a man desires the office of a bishop, he desires a good thing. The bishop should be blameless, the husband of one wife, and so on and so forth. What about the person who is not a bishop? What about the person who is not a church leader? Honest way.
But your friend said, we are supposed to go and win souls until we are all evangelists in one way or the other.
So are you telling me, say, who are you know me, and I won't do me the one dance? Oh, you know, to me, found son to Yarifo, so a mompaye. Oh, yes, you deem Emanian Yarisa. I will show you my work. 1946, the prayer group at Bechem under the Reverend J.J. Mantiao. What happened over there? It's a research work. Polygamy is Unauthorized use you year in Century. It's all here. Polygamist. Lay hands, Bob by my Yarifo, no Yankopon Yarifo. Ayari. I be a make me way back across. I was running me. Then the next question is Obi o koti Paul. You see, that may can say me say it is important. Say who were interest in the Bible and the things of the Bible. Bra school. The lecture hall is open. In the university, there's freedom of expression. Who's wako kind be who argument be Fabra. You're about discussing it freely. There's no intimidation. Yeah, teacher for Nagasasu, you see the fee. Students the teacher for. That's the university for you. Into Ube University, you will be seeing about Paul's theology. So, remember Paul Kaya say we need the theology of St. Paul. You always have problem. And your Paul na say man kasa was already them. Your Paul say man teaching mema. No, but I say the woman should keep quiet. I don't permit a woman to teach. And yes, I'm a Paul, right? Okay. A man preaching wo Ghana hanging now matiti aso nyombe ko bonzem game. Because Paul say it needs all bad teaching. A man preach to America, Joyce Meyer, Juanita Bynum, Bubobi Mami, Paula White, why uko Nigeria. Preach on ko bonzem game because Paul say more ban preach and no more preach.
Pacho men try this part and find your diable. If it's a opportunity in contest,
of course. They can't say me.
Baby, anti trust me mistake. I interview one will be a trap. Now, or security, I will say a ma or me in never come and say.
Oh, okay.
Get the full interview. Anytime you see an excerpt of KOFI TV interview, Biano, try and go and get the full interview and watch and understand. Me pamucho.
Aha. Inti meke kusi say ufa Paul nyome bia watro trasa. Now one can say you don't have training. how to interpret the theology of Paul. You always make mistakes. In the Paul say man preach, in the man who preach, that's the question I'm asking. No Yankopon Paul say man preach. No Yankopon say de ngosra no susu ase am oba. In the Yankopon contradicting one. So when you take your time, you will be say, "Edi see na ma Paul etrosa." That time o trokoma Timothy. Timothy was in Ephesus. Edi na ekoso ho. Ephesus for omo culture say culture no ma mema kwan ana ma kwan emomu di mema so ana say you assembly na ma kwan ma ekasa che mema all these things history ni all books no ho into what to boase na wo read and no see na ekoso ho into na Paul true say oh okay but wo de ba ebibre mu a enye sa na ekoso into the Paul kan ho ada na Paul ka say a man fa din chichirum ada na yemfa man no mo fa din chichirum ti oba bia okwa sorry on fa dukunji ni ti no obekọ bonzam because Paul say mo chichirum ti and na wan chichirum ti nti obekọ bonzam no baby say den na yakoso. I've discussed all of this in the book to give you what was going on. This is a scholarly work and you are grown yedi do your interpretation. You must do a thorough work. Understand the socio-cultural circumstances. What was happening? I didn't know koso. Then Yesu kai. You see, Yesu kasa. You'll be a friend with divine command. It is only Yankopon kasa. It's non-negotiable. Now apostles also kasa. A apostolic instruction. And as apostolic directive. So Paul catch Timothy say. Yefuna ye onnom kakra onnom wine ubia uyefun be oya no one wine no be akonom magnesium trisilicate according to Paul teaching we be bonsam because our Bible no say nkan say onnom wine. Is that how you are going to interpret the Bible? No. Nti we bisa say at that time no tie na ekoso no mo wine ben na Paul ka no mo tiase sen say wine the you be to me ye woni pa body you need to understand. Then you come to realize, oh okay, there is a certain ingredient in the wine and you good for the stomach. For all you know, no cry magnesium. It could be potassium, it could be anything. And no gonia trasia no say okay and be magnesium tracid. The magnesium ni be say we no one. And now say a chemical be I want wine no more. It is good for the stomach. Uburina transia na scientists are transia also okay. You the be magazine. What has it? And no say me yefun ye me ya Paul say or catch Timothy say onko no wine. Na me man no wine. Na makono magazine nti me bu Nyankopon mmra so. Nti meko bonzam bi. Na je say we akwala Bible no nti ase. And that's why the universities are there. That's why the seminaries are there. We are interested. Bible. Bra. There are so many courses. It be quite short courses. Come, sit down. You will introduce you to the books.
Is that the way? There are some who believe say when you know hunamweni nemum ye wo hunhumu de wo ho eno ne say awrade afrel nti awrade afrel me hia se meko school
Paul catch Timothy 2 Timothy chapter 2:15 study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman who needs not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. You must study nyame adwuma pe obinia and obia feel say Yamia friend, you tam Bible pe on the call. That's why we are having all these problems. So, ye way, kofa we bra, ko top bent to abra, sorry, oh, pasa. Now, what better classroom? We see at it, yachira wadi. Almost ran but as I say, we see at it, a man of authority must be under authority. Into war, what sort of them grana who can't see me out twice. The prophet say, your chairman, until be PM is what So be will be offering.
Yeah.
Be so hey obisa me ade na you are careful.
Yeah.
Because you are also now you put yourself under authority. But Ahano freelance. He is accountable to nobody. So people do whatever they like. That is why we have this crisis we have in Ghana's Christianity. You cannot claim to be a doctor in Ghana. Say one call medical school, MA training. You cannot be. Obi between you more hospital. So 40 years.
So be say I saw for the end your friend. Your friend, your calling.
I just quoted to you a scripture.
Yeah.
I'll catch you say.
It's a calling,
but it's also. So, obi a wosua de. Hwe, mami kan jere when they say, and na ye ka say. Methodist asofo bebre a minimum, presby asofo bebre a minimum. A omosua de abin. A bottom scratching. Mami mbo Professor Marty, me am Professor Chiremade. The past moderator of the Presby Church, Professor Marty. Or a professor, wabin or Chiremade, African Christian theology. How to understand Christianity as an African. Or buttons, Tim. Or buttons.
Maybe.
Okay. Deliverance. Presby Sofu. I wish you had dear or science year professor. About the deliverance. Professor Marty preach you ha. For demons. On Cassan now man for the form or more fifi. Or more tea or a Presby Sofu. But or a professor. Why won't you had? Now also what them was running now. Who share professor not now? Who you are no match. Because now you move dotting, we see at the chain. Christianity could down on him chain. He has a history. Or he understands why we are where we are today.
Obi evangelist ba could be by no so was it Timothy the buy no. Or two quotation be a cast on kind there or
yes.
Okay, I think
that's First Timothy 3. I spoke about it.
What that answer? All right.
So I've discussed that in my book.
Yeah.
Catching the song Kwamizu, non order. Non kinkai. We are on frame. All right.
Pacho Marimfi, watching a Monday, watching a ball a free no 9 hawk on 4:30, 5:30 hawk on. Bomodia na watch this space, KOFI TV. Yene penny pa or that seps ano ebedim kobo. Nkomo no nye ne no nko a mo hwe mo ka ho. Call and then bring all your questions. O shipo car ba challenges be na kom. Agent for no na eye ana seps for na eye ana ban e na o hye boss obeti duty so no want so. We shall put all those questions. O ye adwuma wa seps o challenge bi ye ni nyina e mo opani no. Abra ne clearing agents ni importers so edi kan di nkomo dada. Into wachina holistic no join here be allow phone call say ye na enwumre ya edru ho a na watumi afre na odo question bia ewo ho no na ode aba Mariam fi beda royal or mama chocolate ye beda wo mo ase bo modern ne ode bi ne pebidi na eye pa na chocolate home fa so ne de bebre break on ye be keke bi a kire KTA mobile phones papa kwa Amazon ne check bi na tobi na emwa en support a Ghanaian the business. Some estates, Elder Samuel Lenini of Finland, we see dying wa Ghana or estates be a dying be assassin opening in any nkomo na omwa sanso na slam technology. Womo America IT school kese pa Ghana for ne da no America na person sua IT online courses no ba bia obi abetumi ayebi. Wo Ghana so ma be bie nkrabata ha betumi asua de IT na se aye adwuma mpo wa America bra o te Ghana. Slam technologies bebo wa sa kwan so na GhanaMat.com kohone ko order provisions bia omon deliver emfa emrel credit na pesa auto koho na koto credit no ewo ho na enije emra sanso na auction cars Canada and American cars wombeto bi de abra wo mo nkrata ma ho kwan mo mutumi bede ene ho hihye nyina anti form number no na ene wo mo eni nkomo na afi Shasha Weeks boy oba na pesa utrimi no eye fa Shasha Weeks na ontumi amwa ene other sponsors a wo nyina esoya so we person contact wa number bi wo ha betumi dia man.
Oh yeah, 02 my telephone number na yeah. 0277 59 10 40
40. Census should be mine.
0277
0277
59
1040.
But Mr. say I shall 4 need T4. Yeah. Omon koto book no omon kenkan. Zone.
Yeah.
Aha. Na saadi na omakatu before so say if you want to hide anything from the black man, you put it in a book. We have to break that myth.
Yeah.
I see a yisadi in a few. Young kenkan to book no kenkan. Feko to fie library. The next 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, say use one bar book no slide how. It is a source for debate and discussion and insight. You never know. You can't say money be a bro so na you be any day warrior. Sometimes you know who is far away. So
yeah.
A bear wa and I'll be who was sister be. Now we do 42, 43. No worry, what I'll be who say, as my papa can me you. Maybe this awful. The one ma or my bamming chain, I catch him say, so for me, mammy say, Obi can grab me and walk na me. And passes or ban no ye bebria. Now one way ding. Co hospital, many doctors didn't come. And ma do one hour more fibroid problems or mobile hospital for operations. They are Christians. They are Christian women. Because woman, that one, I say, a bambi moi, now started a generative fibroids. People of other faith, worry one time near the they don't have that problem. It's the Christian woman. Into the year cow, say me the me maka, me gidi say rather na asuma me na maka. Me book no so da ho. Uko Legon bookshop ebi ho. Trinity library man no to ebi ho. Uko your friend is saying Tema shell shops na wo hospital road no so nyina ebi ho. Evergreen supermarket ebi ho. Uko Kumasi Opoku trading ebi ho. Uko Amazon. Ubo, how did Christian marry? How did polygamy become a sin? Danishen, ebeba, ebi ho. Kenkan. Na wo kan na wo hu baby a wo ne menya adwa tro. So, tro. Ti say the okoti Timothy ne tro. Na fabra. I am ready for a discussion. Na yeshia.
Yada asepa.
Aseda nyame.
Nyame nhia ne obre ene wadaje. Ana yede yenkomo a yede ebre no. Yede ebesi. Yakra.
Meet Anna. She is busy trying to find a home care assistant who can help her take care of her mother. She has been wondering how she can find and hire the closest service provider around her location to give her peace of mind. While figuring things out, she heard a friend saying, download LGBO, the best app to find the closest service providers. City life can be busy, and though you are surrounded by people, trustworthy people are not easy to come by, especially when you have to find the people to get things done. With LGBO, you can find hundreds of trustworthy, hardworking service providers close to you with just a few clicks, which saves you time and money. Do you also have some special skills, or can you provide a service to other people? Download and sign up as a service provider. Get LGBO. Download it on Google Play and Apple App Store now.
I want to share with you, and you can share with me. Come, let's share together. Oh, KTA Mobile, KTA Mobile. Technology worth sharing.
It's the future.
So wo pen computer school be boa teachers no wa abotre no betimi a kire wa eno an Islam Technologies omu US ni abrochire de number betimi reach ni 571-379-8933 number ni 571-379-8933 Ghana so the number ni 054-687-5600 number ni 054-687-5600
Whenever you're grinding or climbing and the energy's low, rolling, moving and grooving and the things go slow, whether chilling with your lover or on fire for dough, if you need a break, holla, bite, smile and flow. Mama Royal chocolate is the way to go. From 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For work, friends, family, oh that's for sure. Mama Royal chocolate, hey, give me some more.
Delicious.
Incredible edible happiness. Cocoa Ashenum. It's your Mama Royal chocolate, dear. It must be the world's richest real chocolate made from 100% premium Ghana cocoa. For bulk purchase, ring 0501 322 584. That's 0501 322 584. For the family and friends and workmates too. Mama Royal, I don't care what.
Delicious.
No, don't mommy be.